Coming up, it's the 49ers' speedy running back. He's riding high after last week, over 250 yards on the ground. It's the 49ers and the Steelers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes, at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So here are the 49ers and their offense in great field position already. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there, but now it's third down. You look at this Niner defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And when you get ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that it's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36.
Here's Purdy.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down, 49ers.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he'll get it inside the 35. You look at this Steeler defense.
And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And this is what we talk, game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 12.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's taken at the 26. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Delay of game, offense.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of
Still
game.
third down.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Purdy.
And incomplete on the
Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
Call it a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
17-0 our score after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now they needed 2, they could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Purdy.
That is caught.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And the 49er first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Throwing here, Purdy.
This is caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 49.
It looks like they'll move things around here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at their 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. He'll look to throw.
He's got this to Pickens.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
George Pickens.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make it 24-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Purdy now to throw.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 44-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Down to the 42, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe.
They go play action here. Purdy
rolling to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Now Purdy.
And that is incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw again.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been a second, but instead it's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14.
So the 3 points there in CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, Carter, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Holding. Receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Purdy looking to throw. And that nearly intercepted. You know, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Back to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Back to throw again. Throw out wide is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Boy, as we look down the field, you can just see how a play like that changes momentum. Look, one side hooting and hollering, getting the big block, and the other side obviously dejected.
And since you mentioned momentum, few plays can change momentum as quickly as a blocked field goal. Big-time play there. Now see if they can capitalize on it and turn the fortunes in their direction.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw, Purdy.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half.
2nd down and 6 now.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's Purdy.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this 1st half. This taken in at the goal line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach,
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started across the border in Mexico. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. The Bucs locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they trail in their ball game at halftime to the visiting Carolina Panthers. Brandon Oliver, a touchdown pass in that first half. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And that game all tied up as they host the visiting Giants. These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he gets... shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 50 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing here, Purdy. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Let's go do this. Let's get it done.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And now a shot. Third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 43. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground, powering forward. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 4. Shotgun now with Purdy. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. He's to the 15.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get him next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Purdy off the play fake. And this one too low.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That is caught. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 78 yards.
And the Niners are able to add on to that lead. Extra point try now for Moody. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing, because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
That's complete to his tight end flyer move.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Aiyuk.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down, San Francisco.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
87 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll take this to the 46. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On second down, they'll run it here. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Second down and a yard. Now Purdy.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
San Francisco.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the 49ers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now Moody for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's 3rd and 6. Purdy from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route run.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 141 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Right back to him on 1st down. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the 49ers first down.
Hands it off out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Purdy looking to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Peyton Manning with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
37-yard line.
Back to throw again. He's got this to Pickens. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy